Named after the gathering places of ancient Greece and the anti-capitalist street protests of modern Madrid, this is Agora Sol Radio.
Hola, bienvenidos, bienvenidas.
Self-funded by its young journalists as a discussion forum for those marginalised by Spain's economic crisis. There's no doubt on these airwaves who's to blame.
First, government, of course. Second, banks.
The presenters are themselves clawing their way along in a system that isn't working. Journalism graduate Alba Villanueva is unemployed, among the more than 50% of Spain's young workers who can't find a job.
The main problem in Spain is that our government doesn't recognize that its policies are working against social rights. Their policies are only about social cuts, and we don't think that's the correct way.
This talk show is called Bread and Circuses, a Roman expression used then as a political strategy to pacify the populace. The message here is that the populace is tired of being pacified. Sofia de Roa is one of the founders of Agora Sol, a key figure in the May 15 movement that began with sit-in protests last year.
It's very difficult because there are no expectations. It's so sad for a generation that's the most well-educated in Spain's history, a generation that was told it was living in the best of times and then found out all the resources were being wasted. In the end, all we can do is to go back to our father's house or fly away to another country.
Mass street protests, they tell me here, are outdated. It's not revolution they want, it's jobs, it's a future, it's accountability. Much more effective, they say, is to get under the skin of a society and to stay there, needling away. And that's what's happening here. And while they may not have all the answers, these young Spaniards are determined that doing nothing is not an option. Jonah, Al Jazeera, Madrid.